Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Gary Common Council. I think I'm at the council meeting. The Gary Community Cleanup Meeting today, August the 15th, 2019. We're starting at the 5:30. We're meeting from 5:30 to 6 p.m. And 6:30 p.m. I'm trying to cut this meeting out. Yeah, okay. I really think I'm at the council meeting. I'm Councilman Ron Brewer. I am the committee chair, and I'll just go around to the table and I'll start with my left and where everyone can introduce themselves and what position that they hold.
Okay, Frances Bush, co-chair of the cleanup committee.
Clarice Carpenter, volunteer since probably around 2006, First District.
LaShawn Brooks, Director of Constituent Services.
Councilwoman Linda Barnes Caldwell, 5th District.
Mattie Fitzgerald Williams, Director of Recycling. Jackie Rosario Pearl, Interim Building Commissioner.
Rufus Purnell, 5th District.
Mildred Glenn, everybody know me as Millie though, Code Enforcement Manager.
Okay. Well, we thank everyone for coming out, and I see someone's favorite friend just walked through the door. Mr. Riso is here.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Good to see you.
All right. We will start with our guest, with our building commissioner at this time. If you give us any updates that we need to know about.
Updates are we do have a new code enforcement manager who is here, Ms. Mildred Glenn. And also, one thing that we were starting on today for developing a plan that has been in existence, but do more of a standing operating procedure for code enforcement is with the signage around the city.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be coming out shortly for code inspectors to go out in regards to the signage in our city.
And we just kind of piggyback with Ms. Glenn over code enforcement. Just give us a little background history of yourself and what's your plans for the code enforcement.
Well, in 2017, I believe, I came on as a code enforcement officer myself, and then switched over to the building department at the beginning of this year as rental registration coordinator, and then saw that the position was open for, was asked to come on for as code manager when the position was open. So I agreed, and having a little history with the way things are, the procedure is, kind of gave me a little heads up of how things are ran. As a team, we go out, we patrol the city, not just patrolling, we get complaints from constituents or someone through our 311 system, and also phone calls or someone else just letting us know that there's an issue in a certain area, and I send out the inspector for that district. We go out, we take pictures, we investigate, and then we have court proceedings for those that haven't completed their the cleanup or whatever the violation was, and we go from there. So, and like Jackie said, we had it before in the past about the signage, but we're trying to, like she said, implement a plan that we can actually go out and get a lot of the signs that are eyesores to the city and get them taken care of. Yes.
Both of you all mentioned signage. What signage are you talking about? Are you talking about those banners that I put in a request to have removed because the 5th District has a lot of political banners still hanging?
Yes.
And I'm very interested in getting them taken down.
Yes.
The election was over in May.
Yes.
And I feel that if you are not concerned with the money you spent on those banners, we'll just hold them for you on the ground.
I have a question regarding, I think what I'm hearing is that you're taking your complaints from the 311 system. If only?
No,
No.
no,
If
someone
you're
brings
going
it
down
to
the
us, whoever
street-
brings it to us, and out while patrolling.
Okay, if you see a code enforcement need at a, excuse me, at an address, you don't necessarily have to have it written down. You will stop and take care of it at that time.
Yes, ma'am. Like if they were called out to one particular block for one house, what the code enforcement officers usually do is they'll check the whole block to see if
Okay.
there's other violations in that block as well.
Okay.
But they are out looking as well, but they tend to go out starting with the 311 or a complaint from someone. And if they don't have any complaints at that time, they will be out just patrolling their area. Yes.
And we still have an officer for each district?
Yes, we have 4 right now, looking to get another one, but then they swap back and forth.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to, in the past, 10 days or so, the Gary Public School has done a blitz. Take another look at Gary Public Schools. They said they put up 600 signs, I asked them, do they have any kind of procedure that they're going to use to take them down? They said they're going to leave them up. If you see these signs, they're all over the place, Gary Public School, but they said they want to leave them up. I think they should have some kind of time limitation. It's going to be a pretty much of a mess. I was seeing City of Hammond code enforcement, they had one guy per district, but they had a responsibility of removing signs too. If you see signs on the pole, if you're part of code enforcement, you have to take them down. It's not that hard. I take them down and everything, but it's one of the obligations I think they should put into their job, expectations.
I did have we didn't talk about the sign particularly about the school, but I would think that they're waiting to make sure that they have a nice count. And my just thinking out loud, or thinking to myself that they're waiting till the count goes through, then the sign will pretty much come down. But I will reach out to
I
Gary
hope so.
I will reach out personally to Gary Community Schools and have an update by council meeting this coming Tuesday to let you all know what the status is of the school. I know the reason why the signs are out. I wouldn't just say we just take these signs down when we know the schools are having a problem. But I know there's a count day that's coming up too, and they want to have a certain amount of kids enrolled in the school so they can get the dollars too. But I do agree that the signs cannot stay up forever. We do need to know a day.
Unless it's in your yard.
Right,
In your
inside your
personal
yard, right.
Yeah.
Right, stay
Yes.
Yeah.
But we definitely need a date when they're gonna take these signs down, and that should be their responsibility to go. They put out 600, they put out 300, it's their responsibility to be able to go back and take these signs down, yes. Anything else from anyone for code enforcement? So I know you said you had 4, so that means you have 2 more positions that you're looking to fill now? Have these positions been posted?
Yes, it has been posted in our department first, and now, it's out for the public.
Okay. Ms. Purnell got a little experience, so
Uh-oh.
put you to work. Okay, well, we'll go to recycling and Ms. Williams at this time.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So as we all know, we're in our yard waste collection season, and I just wanted to give the schedule for yard waste collection. On the 1st and 3rd week of every month, we're on the west side of Broadway, and every 2nd and 4th week, we're on the east side of Broadway. So if you see the trucks out and they're collecting recyclables, that's because we can't mix yard waste and recycling together. But however, we do have a dump truck as well as a pickup truck that comes around to collect the yard waste. We also have a concern with our residents putting trash in the brown bags. We absolutely cannot accept trash in the brown bags. The yard waste is used for mulch, so there is a transition, and if trash is placed within the grass or the leaves, then the mulch is not properly composted. So we absolutely asked you not, when we say yard waste, we know what you consider yard waste, the pop bottle, the water bottle, but those items can go in your recycling bin. So take the items, place them in your recycling bin. If you don't have a recycling bin, we will deliver you a recycling bin, or you can pick up one at 900 Madison Street at our local recycling department, or you can request one on our 311 app. You can call us at 881-1311, and that request will go into the 311 system, and we will deliver you a recycling bin within a week's time. So, like I say, yard waste is very important because we're able to compost the grass and the leaves and turn it into mulch. But we need those items as pure as possible. The recycling department, of course, has recycling bins available to the residents of the city of Gary for free. And you can make the request for your recycling bins as well. Our office phone number is 882-8445, extension 3. And we also have our shredding program that we offer to the citizens for free of the city of Gary. You can shred your personal documents Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And those hours are from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at 900 Madison Street.
Is there any question for recycling by anyone?
Is the mulch available to the public or?
Yes, mulch is available through our Gary Sanitation District. And you can receive that mulch Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
The green cans, recycling green cans, you know, we get a lot of requests for those. Have we have a nice number in where we can make those available to residents also?
Yes, we do have green cans available. We just ask you to utilize them for the purpose of recycling only. And once again, you can request one of those cans through your 311 app or 881-1311. And you also can pick up a can from the recycling department at 900 Madison.
I think that'd be a good project for block clubs to participate in, with getting a green can for their block club, and encourage more of the residents to recycle more in that aspect. Because it does you no good if you come down and pick up one big green can and you're the only one on the block with the green can, but let's encourage more of the residents and neighbors to recycle at the same time. Leaf bags, I know that we're getting ready to get into that season there where the leaves will be falling. Is the leaf bag collection going to be on the same schedule as the recycle schedule, or is that a different schedule?
Yes, we will stick to the same schedule for yard waste, that first and third week, west side of Broadway, and the second and fourth week, east side of Broadway.
So we'll be picking up leaf bags on a weekly basis then?
Yes, Monday through Friday.
Okay, that's good news. Okay. Any other questions from anyone recycling? All right. We're glad to have Ms. Brooks here with us. I know we had our cleanup in the 3rd district. If you could just give some updates on that, and also where we're going after that.
Thank you, Council.
Yes.
We are still in the 3rd district in the area that we are hosting our 5x5x5 is from 15th Avenue to 21st Avenue, and that is from Clark Road to Matthews Street. So the team has at least general services spends at least anywhere between 2 to 3 days out of the week, either filling in potholes, removing debris, or cutting down blighted lots. I know that we have had some challenges that since we have been in the area where repeated dumping has taken place, so we are addressing those concerns just as well. So I do know that today the team was out there more so with the bush hog and collecting, with the garbage truck was out there as well, collecting debris. And we expect to be in this area along with, they also is targeted in their zone cleanup. So the 5x5 sits in the midst of the regular zone cleanup for the district as well. But the 5x5 is to climax at the end of the month, and like the second week in September, we'll move into the second district, that area, and that won't be too far from where we are, just in the second district part. Again, I believe that we're talking about from Clark Road to Matthews, somewhere from 5th to 10th Avenues, I believe. So hopefully seeing on the west side of town a big impact on far west side, with our second and third district being so close together with blight elimination. And just as well, I do know that we have been doing some work in the Black Oak area, so outside of 5x5, so General Services and GSD and Parks Department has been out there working with a regular schedule of clearing out concerns over there. We know that there's a lot of flooding take place over there and things, so we have been working in that area just as well. So that is with our 5x5x5s, and we are coming to an end. October will end our season of 5x5s, and that is in our first district. So we look forward to ending the season, if nothing else. But we are also, when you talk about the block clubs, and I'm glad to hear that some green bins or things of that nature, because we try to keep our block clubs revitalized by letting them know different things that the city have and how they can stand out a little bit more in unity by doing different things. So, and through our grant projects such as the Love Your Block through Cities of Services and the Legacy Foundation with our beautification kit, we have seen a big impact, at least in about 15 of our communities throughout the city. So the month of August and September will become like celebration days with a few of our block clubs. We already began on 49th in Glen Park area, and I believe on 25th we have Pastor Jones coming up at the end of the month with the celebration that he will host just as well. The Pyramids on 11th Avenue will be celebrating something, and we have 7th and Hovey Street. So there has been some wonderful things that's been taking place with our block club. So I know in the past that has been something, how can we not get these red bins? But we've grown because of the projects that we need more larger containers. So I will share individually with those block clubs that opportunity just as well. And it has been a plus because they have all began to recycle. So I've been excited to see how they are taking advantage of the different opportunities. We have at least 6 of the block clubs have, even through green urbanism, now have gardens that they have started. We have, everybody has some type of beautification signage. You go through Marshalltown Terrace, make sure you say that. You will see the beautification that they have, rain gardens. We have partnered with Green Urbanism where rain barrels are out. So our residents are better understanding those things, how you can just capture nature and utilize that to keep keep the green and good. So yes.
Right. Yes, sir. Any other questions for Ms. Brooks?
Excuse me,
go
where is Marshalltown Terrace?
I say 21st, off of 21st and Central.
On the east side?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Marshalltown Terrace.
I
That
get
is a
that and
strong
Tarrytown
group.
confused.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They the east side, Terrytown is the west side. So we're not too far from Terrytown now. with the 5x5. But Terrytown is included in the zone where they're cleaning up, so it is some activity taking place over there as well. And then we did just have, I can make mention of this summer alone, we have had over 40 community cleanups to take place throughout the city with different organizations or churches of some sort or groups that eventually they registered to become block clubs. So that has been.
I know at one time you was having dumpster day throughout the city and putting dumpsters in certain spots. Are you looking to do any of that
Yeah.
before the season is out?
Yes, we are looking for funding. So anyone that's interested in sponsoring a dumpster, please feel free to reach out to the Mayor's Office of Constituent Services because we do need the funding. So it is our goal, again, to end our season not only with Blight Buster Day, but with Dumpster Day just as well. So that usually take place somewhere like end of October, beginning November when we do that.
So we're not getting the sponsorship from Republic no more with our dumpsters?
They've assisted us with the community cleanups.
Oh,
Yes.
cleanup, okay,
Yes.
okay, gotcha, okay.
And the 5x5.
Yesterday, the mayor mentioned in the meeting, so we, the fifth
Yes.
district, will get one in Black Oak.
Yes, Black Oak is having their own dumpster day. The mayor has promised that. So we're gonna work that out where they will have a month on the weekend where it will be an area and they have committed. So that's a strong team that's out there in Black Oak as well.
Yes.
So they have a targeted area. And they have an awesome plan just as well of how they try to trap dumpster,
Oh, yeah.
dumpers and all. So we need to enforce like them. Yes.
Well, I know you're getting a lot of calls about high grass and lots that need to be cut. You know, me and the mayor and councilwoman, we've been talking about that, and other our colleagues too. And the mayor proposing to bring contractors in as well as we do as our snow. And when the snow is too much for our team, we bring in on extra help. So she's looking on to bring in contractors to come in and help, and we're gonna appropriate at least $100,000 to help cut and clear lots throughout the city. And we're gonna target the main avenues of the city is our first priority, and let general service continue to work inside the neighborhoods. But if they should get through, hopefully, they can stretch those dollars and they can come inside the neighborhoods, contractors too, and give us a hand. So we'll be seeing a big push in helping get this debris cut down very soon. Because we know a lot of things as we tear down buildings and tear down commercial structures and homes, it becomes another problem for it, and that's called blight. And we have to have some type of system on how we're gonna take care of it. We appreciate all the residents of this great community, how you have stepped up to make sure as these lots come vacant, you're taking on just maintaining them. It's not even about the ownership, but you're maintaining because this is where you live at and making sure those things are taken care of. Just open for any other open discussion before we move to.
There's a hand
Before
up there.
Mr. Riso, I
Okay.
do want to point this out for our citizens that are interested in our Love Your Block and beautification. We are in the process of applying for more grants to assist our block clubs, but just as well, we will, in the fall, we will be going into our second phase of the Love Your Block. So ask that you look out for those opportunities and join those efforts because it's worth the while to, and the dollars help assist you with maintaining a lot or some blight on your street, so.
Mr. Riso.
Oh, yeah. I got a slight announcement, small one. My organization is somewhat shut down. I individually clean up neighborhoods based on the fact that my clients contact me. And I branched out. Me and my small team, when I say small, That's what I mean small, so I don't want nobody to call. We would come out and do your block, not your neighborhood, but your block only. And we would clean it up, and you must have 4 individuals call my office and either show up at your citywide cleanup or be present when we come to clean your block. It must be 4 residents, not in the same home, 4 residents, which they're ready to work and be eager, and we will do your block. The reason why we're starting off block by block is because a lot of individuals in this particular town, by me having experience with a lot of people, we seem to piggyback on our competition and not really care. Meaning that it's not more or less, I really want to clean my block, but this particular person's block looks better than ours. So if that's what it takes, then it's fine. I also do lawn machinery repair. Any type of machinery, I am an expert. I can brag on myself. I have 17 slots available, in which I've had this program going on for 5 years. I will do the labor on your machinery, labor only for free. You must pay for the parts, which is a $20 cap based on provision, whether I want to deal with it, or if you want to go higher. And I will fix your machinery. That's all types of lawn machinery, whether it be weed whacker, all the way up to, what do you call it, zero turn. And the machinery must not be used for business purposes. I only went with 17 because basically I got feces to do. I'm busy. You can call my office at 219-392-9137. Leave me a name and a message. I will not answer the phone because I do not have access to the phone out of my office Monday through Friday. I will not pick up and or deliver your machinery. So you must give it to me. And I like the fact that we have a lot of churches now starting to come out. I learned also that what the pastor says, that's what people usually obey, which is fine. But that means that if the pastor's got that much type of control, then we need to get more churches involved. Approximately 5 years ago, I had my ex-secretary send out about 55 invitations to join me, cleanup team with the city and with myself. And we only had 20 people show up, 20 different churches from different people and organizations. But anyway, making a long story short, if that's what it takes, you know, if the church is the main hub in our community, then we need to get more churches involved. I mean, so that's one of the biggest problems that I don't understand. You know, when it comes to everything from social problems and financial problems, stuff that churches involved and stuff as far as like, they don't understand that blight controls all that, because if it's a dirty area or whatever, then that controls the money. For example, Fravel. I got a home across the street from Fravel. My house is already raggedy. I'm already working on it. And I have to do cleanups before Fravel gets there and then after Fravel gets there. And it's bad because it's not the fact that it wasn't cleaned up before the area, it's what the people did. They left garbage everywhere. And I provided garbage cans that you can box my area off. And instead of putting stuff in the garbage can, the ground was much more convenient for them. So we got to change our attitude on a lot of different things as far as having people come aboard. And the churches is number one, because like I said, they control everything. You know, we got, 800 in the city of Gary or more. So we got a lot of these pastors out here who can solve some of these problems. And bottom line, light controls physical, financial, and mental health issues that we have in our town. So keep aware of what I said about the machines, only 17 slots, and we will do your block. And I am not politically affiliated. I'm just down here to help out because I am a citizen. So because I work with these people, you know, it doesn't mean that bottom line that I agree with their views or whatever. We're citizens working together who so happen to be public persons in competition. So, you know, and that's one of the reasons why. The reason why I make that last statement is because when I say to people, let's do a cleanup, and I used to say, I'm going to Ron Brewer, was actually Roy Price organization. Oh, you agree with everything? He said, no. But one thing I do want to do is to get on board into certain things simply because it's not the opinion of Ron Brewer as far as cleaning up. It's not the opinion of whoever the rest of y'all is. Barnes Caldwell, I forgot y'all name. But anyway, but what I'm saying is that it's not the issue of basically them, whether we get it done, we all working as citizens, and that's the bottom line. It's not about the politicians involved, you just so happen to be politicians. So I wanna make that point when everybody's shutting down and not doing certain things for citywide cleanup. It's not because of these politicians, you heard yourself, that's the bottom line. Because the people make the city, not the buildings. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Reese. So, I just want to let you know, I want to be one of those 17. I got one I want to bring to you before the week is out. And we're going to see what you can do. If you can have me back and I'm running by Tuesday, I'm going to brag on you.
You
Councilwoman
mentioned the
Caldwell.
churches, St. John's Men's Ministry will be having their cleanup Saturday morning. It's this Saturday, right? It's this Saturday. So if you're available, 2457 Massachusetts, please come out and help me.
Yeah, oh yeah, I like them. They feed you good.
They do.
Thursday,
Okay.
you know,
Is there anything else for anybody?
Oh, I got a question. Do we
Yes.
still have the drop off for the citizens if they have something they want to drop off? Do we still have those sites?
Drop
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
sites.
Yes,
Yeah.
We
we
do.
still do have those sites there. 15, I don't have the exact address.
15th and Clay?
If they're able to
Yeah.
drop off,
Clean.
dumping or
Yeah,
whatever they
15th and
need
Clay
for
and
out
5th,
there,
yeah.
DNR.
Yeah,
DNR.
DNR services,
Okay.
and then
Yes.
15th and Clay.
And you can go to Republic once a week, long as you got plates in all the locations, you have to show your driver's license.
Now, how many
And,
locations is it?
So,
It's 1 on 5th and 1 on 15th.
Just two.
right.
It's
You
two.
know,
You also go to, general services.
No,
No.
you cannot.
Yeah, but the tires, we
No.
just took
No.
all the tires.
No.
Yeah,
No,
they told me bring
No.
all the tires back.
Okay.
no,
What?
no, we locked that
Monday
down.
through Friday, 7:30 to 3.
Yeah, they.
You must be there by 2:30 and Saturday, 8 to noon.
Can you repeat that again, Councilman?
It says Citizens Drop-Off Program, hours of operation Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 3. Must be in the yard by 2:30, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Must be in the yard by 11:30. Gary residents are allowed 1 free dump per week, no exceptions. And if you, after your first dump, payments start at $35. Tree limbs, concrete, bricks, grass, etc. No vehicles with sideboards, trailers, or commercial weight and size. We do not accept the following items: paint, any liquid substances, televisions, computer monitors, medical or hazardous waste, tires, railroad ties, shingles are not part of the free program. And this was Richardson's disposable. And this is 7015 West Fifth Avenue, Gary. And their number 219-944-4999. And the other one is
15th and Clay.
15th and Clay.
Yes. Same thing applies there also.
You know, I do want to remind everybody that if you put one item out with your garbage, they will pick it up.
Yep.
Put it out on the day that they pick up your garbage, they will pick it up. So I wanted to remind everybody of that.
Yeah, and they will pick it up also. You are there to assist. You can put as many as you want in there.
Well, I don't know about all that, that's what you
Yeah,
told me.
yes,
That's
it-
not- That's not the agreement that we have.
Yeah, but they
if
said
do
if
it,
you are there, you
But
can
that's
put.
the relationship that you have with your trash man, I'm fine with it, but I just wanna speak on the agreement that we have with them as the city.
Good
So,
luck,
I'm
man.
about that, yes, sir.
They could
Are
hear
they still allowed to dump the TVs down on Madison
Nine.
and the tires?
The TV.
The
no.
televisions, we
Tire.
ask that you come to the recycling department door, the door with the yellow hand railing, and let us know that you're out there, and we'll show you where to place the televisions.
And the tires, still?
The tires we do not accept.
So,
No, sir.
now that's something I'm going to have to find out.
We
What are we
just
doing
took-
about the tires?
Yeah.
Because the problem that we have with tires is, these tires gonna get dumped somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think we probably need to do as a council, we need to work out, some type of ordinance to make sure that every site that does any type of tire changing or something like that, that you're responsible for that tire, where you have to keep that tire.
Mhm.
You just can't give it to the.
Get your cousin and let him pull off with a truck
Right,
and
and
take it off.
said, I'm gonna get rid of it
Right.
myself, you know, because you don't wanna pay the disposal fee, and we have to make sure that each place have a log, and we know where they're dumping these tires at.
Right, that's one thing code is, has been checking on the manifest. They have to have a log to say, and the receipts showing where they're dumping their tires, or where, who's coming to get their tires. So if they're paying a disposable fee, they have to dispose of those tires properly. So that's one of the things, code to go out to all the tire or automotive shops and check and make sure that they have a manifest showing where they're getting rid of the tires at.
I had one, we usually dump the tires on 19 Madison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was, the last few times, they tell me to take it over there right next door to General Services, put them in the pile over there.
I just have a question. Are you changing the tires off of your personal vehicle
Well,
or you're
no,
dumping from where?
Like I said, I've been having this screw, I just run around, just pick up tires, but I ain't got nowhere to dump them, because
Dump.
nobody
Oh.
can take tires. I just help them clean up, I volunteer to just, help them out.
Okay, so
Which is good,
we'll
which is-
look into a program
I
where we
never
can
knew
assist
it,
the
man.
citizens that's helping us to clean up our city. And we'll get something out to the public.
Teresa?
I got a question, I think it's for you, Mrs. Williams. I know last year or the year before, you guys had a gas can exchange program. Was that your department?
Yes, that would be
Brenda.
environmental service,
Brenda.
but that's at our household hazardous waste collection day. You can bring your old gas can and receive a new one.
But it's no other time during the year, just that.
Yes, sir.
Now, you are welcome to visit any of our sister cities because it's a Lake County funded program as well as the cities around us. And I could give you those dates where they're having their household hazardous waste day.
Because the reason why, like, I've had, people, they bring the machines in, they give me gas cans, and the gas cans are so dangerous, I got another gas can. That's a good,
old
it's from an old one, yeah.
Oh.
So, I had made mention about the program, I remember, maybe last year, came the year before, you guys had the real pretty ones, and then, I fixed, Councilman Provost machine, he had a real nice one, he said he got from you guys, just as well. But it's only, in particular, you're on that hazardous day.
Yes, sir, and that's once a year.
Do you know by chance when it is now?
Well, the city of Gary is scheduled for next year,
We already
early
had it.
spring. So
Oh,
we
you
had
had it
ours,
already.
yes. But I know the city of Griffith will be having theirs soon, so I could give you their information and location.
You know, ain't nobody spend no gas to get rid of gas.
And-
Go ahead, give it to me anyway.
Yes, sir.
And with that hazardous waste include, I see on television over and over, and a matter of fact, I got some, that Roundup stuff that we put on our
Yes.
grass.
Right.
I
I
still
told
got
you
a
that last
bottle
time.
in my garage, and I was thinking, where do I take this bottle of,
Right.
this big old gallon of thing out in the
Spray it.
garage?
Yes, that is.
So they
Use it.
would, that would be considered a hazardous waste, I could
Yes.
take it there. So I can call Griffith, which department?
The Griffith Public Works Department,
Griffith Public Works.
and they'll give you the time and date. Or you can visit the City of Gary Recycling Department website at www.garygreenteam.org, and I have the schedule posted on the website.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I've had it in the garage and I was
Oh,
like,
yes.
I gotta get rid of this stuff, but
Exactly.
where do I take it, you know? Okay,
I-
thank you.
I think the general service department will take that.
Yeah.
Yes, they'll take that.
It works
So
good.
we would like to get rid of it, yeah, yeah.
General Service will take
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Monsanto.
so I could just call them and drop it off?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They'll take that. Okay. If there's nothing else, our next cleanup meeting will be September the 19th, right here in the lounge from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Thank everyone for being with us on this evening. Thank all our guests for being here. I will say I'll look to have someone from Jones Service here next year, maybe the two foremen to be here next meeting here. And maybe our fire chief here, and talk about some fire safety also at the same time. But thank everyone for coming out.